A question on outputs. In order to use discrete outputs, you actually have to set Kontakt up to have multiple outputs. I believe the default is essentially one stereo output and some auxes. The way you do that is you come up to this button, third one over from disk, settings, and choose outputs, and you'll see what you have here. And again, if I were to just do one, I'm going to do this really quickly. Pretend this is a default. All right, so I have my one stereo output and some auxes. I'm going to press on this plus sign. What you have here is quantity. How many tracks or outputs do you want to make? I refer to them as channels. Except this is confusing because the number of channels is it mono, which would be a one channel output, or is it stereo, which would be two? You can also do surround sound. In terms of the host output, this is really kind of where it starts, and I'm going to have it start and overwrite stereo 1. I'm going to have it in an ascending order. I'm going to delete everything, and I'm going to make it a default. So now I have stereo 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have outputs, the associated outputs for tracks or for channels or tracks in your DAW would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have some skipping until what the auxes were. I'm going to go back, and I'm also going to make 4 more mono channels. And this time I'm not going to start at stereo 1. I'm going to start at mono 5, which would be, I think I had it in kind of some buffer memory. I want it to continue ascending. I do not want to delete tracks this time, or outputs, and I'm going to go ahead and make that my default. And just to make sure that my mono 5, 6, 7, 8 have their outputs 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's pretty much it. You can then hide your outputs. And just so you know, this won't take until you quit Pro Tools or your DAW and restart it. Now, I think I happened because I just kind of recreated it. Now if I come to my stereo track and look to plug the output of Kontakt, I have 3 additional stereo outputs. The host track is always stereo output 1. And then if I come to a mono channel or mono track, I have the left of stereo 2 or the right, but I also have my actual discrete mono channels. So I can change that to Kontakt mono channel 5. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Hope that helps. And I hope that helps.